give me Deuteronomy chapter 28. You said that you do not know who you are, right? Okay. Well, if you have a few minutes, I want to show you exactly who you are according to the Bible. And you said you're what?
African Americans don't see that word in the Bible.
No, it's not in the Bible. That's not what God called us. That's what we got called when we came over into this country. But yeah, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command you this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So God said that if we listen and do his commandments, that he will set us on high above all nations, right? We didn't do that. Give me verse 15.
Verse 15.
This is Moses speaking to the Israelites when they were in the wilderness, when they first came out of Egypt, right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it's saying if we will not hearken into his commandments, that all of these curses will come upon us and overtake us. Is the curse a good thing or a bad thing? If someone put a curse on you, would that be a good thing or a bad thing? It would be a bad thing, right? Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So any city in America that you go into, right, and you look, who occupies the ghettos, the slum, the worst neighborhood? Yeah. Right? We're the ones in the worst conditions in any city that you go in. And cursed, we were in the field. We were in the sugarcane fields, in the rice fields, in the corn fields, you know. Give me verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Have you ever seen the movie Roots? You seen the movie Roots? Remember the young lady Kizzy on Roots? What happened to her son? He was taken away, right? He was given to another person. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fell with longing for them all the day long.
And she looked and fell on her eyes. They looked and fell with longing for him. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
She had no might to get him back, to get her son, his little girl back, right? Yeah, she had no might to get her little girl back. So these curses applying, right? And they applied in slavery. Give me verse 41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
So when we were in slavery, right, we had kids. We had sons, we had daughters, whatever. But we didn't enjoy it. Because I've seen film, we were working as little kids, you know?
Right.
So we couldn't enjoy our kids. Give me verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So what does a sign do? Like if I want to know where Beauty Amore is, how do I know where it is? By that sign, right there on the So, you know, these curses shall be upon us for a sign. So we'll be able to look back at them in 2016 and see that, you know, this happened to our people. It didn't happen to anybody else. Right? Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So, it says we're going to serve our enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
And the Most High sent these enemies against us. Read.
And hunger.
And hunger. If we want something to eat. Grocery stores, McDonald's, Subway, anything that we decide we want to eat. Who do we have to get that from? Sir, who do we have to get that from if we want something to eat? Yeah, but who owns the food place? In any place that you want to go get something to eat. Who owns it? No, What race of people? It said we will serve our enemies in hunger. So if we want to go and get something to eat at McDonald's, who owns this restaurant? Who are we serving? White people. White. Read.
And in thirst.
In thirst, Dasani, Aquafina, Ozarka, tap water. Who do we have to get this from? We don't have any, we don't have any wells or make our own water or anything.
And in nakedness.
We buy it from our enemies, which are white people.
And in nakedness.
So all of our clothing stores, who owns those? White people, yeah. You got Jay-Z and Sean John, they own clothing. They own a clothing line, but they don't own any textile factories. They are buying the clothes from their enemies, well, from our enemies. Read.
And in want of all things.
So it says in want of all things. If you want a birth certificate, a death certificate, you want to get married, anything you want, you have to go where? You got to go to your enemies, right? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Look at this sign right here. Who put yokes of iron on our necks? When did that happen? When we were in slavery, right? Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
So when they took those yokes of iron off of our necks, we were destroyed. So we calling ourselves, what did you say you were, African American or Jamaican, Haitian? We're calling ourselves all of these names because we're destroyed. We don't know that we are the Israelites. In fact, give me Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3 one more time, and I'm going to come back to Deuteronomy, but I want you to see something.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So that's two very dumb animals, right? They're saying they know their owner. And they know where they come from. So read.
But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
So we don't even consider that we are the Israelites. A lot of people, you go and tell them that you're Israelite. No, I'm an African American. You know what I'm saying? We don't even consider, because go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. Read that last part of that.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Because we are destroyed. They destroyed us in slavery. Remember, they wouldn't let us read. They wouldn't let us, we couldn't read or write. Right. And then they taught us the Bible. Give me verse 68. I'm going to show you something.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. Bring it up.
This is how we know for a fact that we are the Israelites. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hold that. Okay, now when Moses was talking to the Israelites, they had just came out of Egypt, right? They were in the wilderness, right? Okay, so we got to find out what Egypt means when he says this. Read what you got.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So it's saying Egypt is synonymous with bondage. Egypt is a house of bondage, which is synonymous with what? What does bondage mean? Another word for bondage. No, well, yeah, bondage. If someone has you in bondage, what are you? Yeah. So it's another word for slavery. So it's saying that. Read that again. Yeah, Exodus 20 verse 2.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So it's saying that Egypt is bondage, which is slavery. So he brought us out of slavery, because we were slaves in Egypt, right? So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Okay, how did your forefathers get over here? Your forefathers, your great-great-grandfather. No, how did they get into this country? Your foreparents didn't come over here on slave ships? Yeah, see that? Yeah, that happened to all of us. So this is what it's saying. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So it's saying he will bring you into slavery. Because remember, we went back to Exodus, it said Egypt means slavery, right? So it's saying, I'm the Lord thy God that brought down that will. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he's saying he's going to bring us into slavery with ships, right? No people? They got over here on slave ships? Yeah, as far as we ever know. That's why we call ourselves African Americans. That's why we call ourselves Haitians, Jamaicans, or whatever, you know? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So he's saying the way that he says it's going to happen is going to happen. We got over here on slave ships. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning Jerusalem, where we're from. We will see it no more again. So because when we came over here off those slave ships, no, we've never been back. We don't even know that that's where we're from. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when you get off those slave ships, you're going to be sold unto your enemies. Who sold us? Who you say sold us? Who's your enemies?
The ones who had us as slaves.
It's okay. You can say who had you in slavery. White people, yeah. That's our enemy. They're not your friend.
Right.
They're not your friend. Read.
For bondmen,
slave men,
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
No man, meaning no man shall save you. You know, Martin Luther King tried to save us. Malcolm X tried to save us. Marcus Garvey, and so on. You know, they tried to save us, but no man is going to save us. The only one that's going to save us is Christ.
That's right.
Why did we go into slavery? Do you remember why? Give me verse 15 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So these curses shall come upon us and overtake us. That's what we read in verse 68. We say he will take us into slavery. That's a curse. We're all in this country because of a curse. Curses. And why we curse? No, because we didn't follow God's commandments. Because one thing, you know, I know that the so-called Christian church today, they teach us that God's laws are done away with, right? But that's not true. Give me Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Let me show you what Christ said.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Bring it out. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So
Christ didn't come to destroy the law. Christ didn't come to destroy the commandments. He came to fulfill them. And he fulfilled the things that were written of him. Give me how do we know Jesus is back? Black? Okay, give me that Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly take place.
So you know what revelation means, right? It means to reveal. So we're going to reveal what Jesus Christ was like. Verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. Who has woolly hair on this in society today? What race of people? What race of people have woolly hair? That's woolly hair. You have woolly hair. That's woolly hair right there.
Actually, I don't have no woolly hair. But listen, you can't actually say he's black because y'all going by like an image. Like nobody never seen Jesus Christ. So you can't really say that he's black or white.
Let's go.
Read on. Let me wait. Say that again.
Like you can't say he's black or white.
You really can't?
You can't because nobody. Yeah, I do. They did.
So nobody seen him before, but they never took the cross.
But the image they
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Is it say his
Hold
hands
on,
and
just
his-
answer the question.
Like,
What's
okay,
that
listen,
talking
let me
about? Wait a
explain.
minute.
Y'all said the
What's
hair
the
is wool,
question?
right? Did they say that?
That's what the
A
Bible
white
says.
person can have some nasty tails,
No, they
right?
can't. No, they can't.
Yes, they
No, they
can.
can't. Name one.
If a
Name
white
one.
person has sex
Name
with a
one.
black person,
Name
their
one.
daughter ain't gonna always come
Name
out with
one.
some
Name
white
one.
hair. You gotta
Name
have some.
Name
Come on,
one.
y'all gotta
Name one.
I
Keep
need
reading.
some proof of that.
Keep reading.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire,
What's that talking about?
His eyes is red.
Okay, read on.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
Color's brass.
Brown.
Read.
as if they burned in a furnace.
Take brown brass and
Okay,
burn it in
okay,
fire.
he probably
Hold on,
white,
stop,
but if they burn them, though.
stop. If they brown brass, you said brass was brown. That's nowhere near white. You said brown brass. If you burn brown brass in the oven, what color is it turn? Thank you. So how is there no color in the scriptures? Come on, sis.
Write it out.
You gotta reform your mind.
That is
That image right there, we don't believe that image. But guess what? The one over there, we go by what the Bible says.
That's
What does the
right.
Bible say about blonde hair?
Does the Bible say?
What the Bible say about blonde hair? What the Bible say about blonde hair? You don't look for no bus. What the Bible say about blonde hair?
So white ain't nothing there.
Leviticus 13. What does the Bible say about blonde hair, sis? Sis. What does the Bible say about blonde hair? Whoever that is on the phone, we out here every day. I mean every Sabbath day. So they can come out here. I'm not no relay messenger. What does the Bible say about blonde hair? Read that.
Leviticus chapter 13 verse 29. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
What?
A yellow thin hair.
What's those yellow thin hairs in your head? Read that.
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
What is that in your head? That's not yellow hair? Blonde is a French word for yellow. Blonde is a French word for yellow, sis. And that's unclean.
Bring it out.
Your natural hair is godly. You have woolly, natural black hair like the man standing behind you. Not the oppressor. A white man made that hair. Not God. We're not out here to destroy you, we're out here to build you up. A lot of our people have been lied to. Once you side of the pastors taking tithes and not doing nothing with them, they taking tithes and riding around in Bentleys. We coming out here for free, giving you the word. We're not out here to argue, but we will prove you wrong if you're wrong. And we're going to exhort you if you're right. All right?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.